Now, one of the first questions I ask when a prospect contacts me and say, "Oh, Tayo, I'm interested in this property. Tell me about it." One of the first questions I ask them is, "What do you want to use it for? Or why do you want to buy this property?" And the reason I'm doing that is because I want the client or the prospect, I will not want a situation where the person, purchases the property and they cannot use it for the purpose for the purchase. There has been many cases where somebody buys the land hoping that they can start building, and after making the purchase they realize that the land that they bought is not really a place where they can start building. In some cases, somebody wants to buy a land as a short-term investment. They want to buy and resell within a short period of time, and then after 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, even though the value of the land may have appreciated a little bit, you find that you still are unable to sell for certain reasons. I did a video some time ago. I titled the video, "How to Buy Land You Can Resell for a Good Profit Within a Short Period of Time." So if you're buying land, for example, to resell within a short period of time, there are certain things you look out for. Okay, now because there's a difference between buying a land that appreciated in value within a short period of time and you actually being able to sell. The fact that it has appreciated in value doesn't mean you'll be able to sell. For example, if you buy land within an estate, let's say you bought the land for 1 million, and then 2 years later, let's assume that the value has gone up to 2 million naira. It will be very difficult to sell such a land if the developer is still selling the land at, let's say for example, 1.5 million. How do you want to sell yours for 2 million naira? So if you want to buy land to sell within a short period of time, there are certain things to look out for. If you want to buy land you want to use to build a house right now, there are certain things to look out for. A lot of estates in Ibejulegi, for example, people say buy and build, buy and build. My understanding of buy and build is land that you can buy now and start building, maybe immediately or within the next 6 months. But that's not really the case with a lot of these lands in Ibejulegi. And even if you can build, the question is, can you live there? You have an estate of 20 acres, right? And then you want to buy the land and build, and you want to live alone on a land of 20 acres, or you want to let it out to somebody. Okay, so if your objective is clear, I also want to understand it so that I can guide you to the right property. Okay, if you want to buy land for investment, we know the kind of lands that we can recommend. You want to buy and build, there's land that we can recommend. Somebody I know bought land they wanted to use for a poultry, a farmland, and after making the purchase, a couple of acres, paid for the survey, did everything, and they now realize that he can't do a poultry in that area. Now that's not fair enough. I mean, all of this should have been confirmed before making the purchase. So now he's thinking about just keeping the land, wait for the value to appreciate, and resell in the future. So it's very important to understand and find a way to confirm and ensure that the property you are buying is actually able to help you to fulfill the purpose you're buying it for. Thanks a lot for watching. See you again soon.